Hello, I'm here to show you my journal that I made for January Just Junk Journal Challenge with Dear Julie Julie. There was 16 items that we could use that were classified as junk, and we needed to use 8 of them, and I think I used 14 of them. So my creative closure is just the old scarf that I unraveled and used, as well as the tag that comes on a gift bag. I made it in Hidden Journal paper clips and attached some of the binding thread and a circle. I did take a circle punch for my extra. Made those into buttons on either side and then tied the yarn. The cover is made from a table runner. It had 2 sides the same, and I cut the table runner at the proper length, and then it was a little bit extra on the bottom, so I thought I would fold that up and make that into a pocket. And once I had it cut, I just popped my cereal box cover right into it. So this is the actual lining from the table runner. My fluffy tassel, I used one of the ribbon cardboard things that holds the ribbon, and it has the circles on both sides, so I just cut the circle a little bit bigger and I use that for my washer. And then in there is the material, my binding thread, and then the scarf and my piece of broken jewelry and some paper beads. So all the pockets had to have something in them. So the first pocket here, I just put some leftover digitals that I had still on my desk at the end. And the digitals that I used was Grunge and Bluebirds. This first signature cover is made from the mini challenge in the challenge at 1.1, and we needed to use napkin, envelopes, and we also had some other things that we were using. So during that one we received the whole napkin to use, another ink pad, and a stamp set. So the stamps that I chose was birds as well, because the whole theme of the journal is birds, because I love them, and this journal I am keeping for myself. So this is a pocket of the junk mail envelope. I used the whole 2 envelopes in total. This is just a card that I had picked out. So first I started with, once I decided I was going to use this cover, I went through all my cards and picked out anything that had the orange color in it. And then all my calendar pages that had birds. So this is a piece of a calendar on there, some dryer sheet, the onion bag. This is the eco-dyed paper, because we could use coffee or tea or fruit. And we were also allowed to use leaves. I'll show you an item that I use leaves in again in another spot. This is a little mini book that I put in here with just mostly it's just packing paper and paper bag, because paper bags I have abundance. So there's another little cluster, and the book that I used was Songbirds. This is a beautiful piece of grunge. This is my stamping page. I had a big piece of cardboard that I could get one side off. It came off really easily, so I just inked it up and used it for lines. It's just a coffee filter. This is a playing card with a little cluster, and I just back that again with the paper bag, and that's in an envelope. And this is one of the tattoos, some of the fabric left over. I cut the digital into a little stamp there, and this is my homemade washi tape. I'll show you more of that in a bit. Another calendar page. The other side of the envelope. I had some leftover napkin from the mini challenge, so I put it on there just to cover something that I didn't like. The stamping again. This is the top tuck. Has some dryer sheet there, the digital, my binding string. This is a double tag flip out, again the same kind. Oh, and this is made out of wallpaper. And I also have a little paper clip here extra because I still had some left over after I was finished the journal, so I just tied some of the string on it. And then again, here is the ticket, the same cluster as there. This is the other side of the envelope and the end of the first signature. Did some stamping. Wanted to use that card. The second signature has one of my edges on it. It has the lining from the extra piece of the table runner that I cut off. This white thing here is from the bag, the gift bag that I had the handles. This is my flip up, flip down. And you can write in there. And that's just an extra digital that I put up top. This signature is made from a card, a greeting card. So there was places that I just wanted to cover, so I would put a digital over it. This is my fabric top tuck and my fabric pocket. And again, the little clusters. This here is from World Vision. It's one of their folders, and it had the built-in pockets. So really, I didn't have to do much to it. I just decorated the front and added another little songbook page. This is my fabric flip with a cluster on the bottom, and it's made from a paper bag, and it is a pocket into the side. The paper bags, when you cut them right, they automatically have that pocket side, either on one side or the other. This is another envelope, another one, tattoos, and on this tattoo, I actually colored it with, over top of the black stamp with the gold pen, and it kind of looked kind of cool. And then a little stamp here, Enjoy Life, on top of the digital, just to add extra. A little piece of the napkin, and another journal card where I layered the two digitals together. The Kit Grunge is really just a background page. It doesn't really have too many images, so you pretty well have to add something to it. This is another page where I did my stamping. So mostly the paper in here is the digitals that I printed, and I printed a lot of them, and the eco die. So, and then I guess you can write on there too, but I still think between my style of journaling, where I do add stuff to the pages that are more than just writing, I think this will have lots of room. This is the other side of the envelope, which is a double tuck. I put one of the small tags in it, and some stamping and some decorating, and then I made one into an envelope, and in the envelope has a little card. It sits in there. This is the mini challenge in the challenge where I stamped on the paint chip, but I realized I'd used the wrong ink, so I had to cover the whole thing with packing tape to keep the ink from smudging. So I turned that into a belly band. This is clear packaging pocket with a large tag, and it is made out of a piece of packaging as well. And this is the back of the World Vision flyer, and another fabric pocket. So I put the pocket, when I sewed around it, I put a pocket on both sides of it, and there is a large tag. and the back of the greeting card, and I put the edge on this side as well, and I covered this all with some of the paper, packing paper. And my third signature is from the gift bag, and inside the gift bag I put 2 pockets on one page right across it, so therefore I ended up with 4 pockets, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. On this pocket to decorate it, I used one of the little envelopes from Julie's kit, and I tucked in a little tag, and I tucked in some other things that aren't decorated, but the thing that is the decoration on this one is for this part. And some more of the beautiful kits. This is a top flip up corner pocket, and this is my stenciling. I used a medical card that you fill your pills in the pharmacy. So we had some that we had to throw out after we changed names, and I brought some home, and that became my stencil. This is my homemade washi tape, and it is just packing tape, or what's it called? Painter's tape, stenciled gold pen, and some ink. And this is my flip flop, and this is from a spa flyer, an old stamp with some paper. Actually, that was the paper that the old stamp was on. And my middle of the third signature, I put the calendar in each one in the middle. Another coffee filter, another bird. This is one of the other paper bag pages where it has a pocket, some of the homemade washi tape, some clusters, and I put the tab on here. So there was a little bit of that fabric left. I made it into a fabric tab, and I stuck it onto the page. There's the stenciling. And this is my packing tape bookmark. So I put flowers, dried flowers that I had in a bag, and some leaves, and laid them onto the packing tape paper, or the paper bag, and put the packing tape on it, and then sewed around it, and put a top on her. And again, with 2 pockets, and more of the leftover digital. And that's the back of the journal. And I still have one more of these pieces of table runner. I can't wait till something that I can make that into. Anyway, thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out Dear Julie Julie's Etsy shop, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.